We make quite the quarantine, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
Woo!
Burn it down!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to this new little fun series I've thought about creating for a long time now. I've decided to call it Top Pair, but what I'm really kind of calling it is having fun while effing quarantined. Yeah, that is great. The world's a little bit right now, so I figured why not just play chill and distract myself and help entertain you. With me for the debut episode is one of my best friends, the man who sets me up for pretty much every point I get in this game, Mr. G20. Mr. G, how are you doing today?
I am doing quarantine, man. It hit me like 2 days ago where I'm like, this really sucks. I'm about to have no sports for a few months. This is awful. And yeah.
If you guys don't kind of know what the whole premise is I'm inviting some NHL YouTubers and some friends of mine. What we're going to do is we're going to play defense. You know, that's why I called it Top Pair. We're going to play defense. We're going to hang out. I'm going to, you know, have a nice little mini chat with some of your favorite content creators. And all in all, it's just going to be a good, exciting and fun time. You know, I hope that we're a noticeable pair out there. That's a little inside joke. None of you guys get that. Yeah, none of you guys get that, but it's okay. But yeah, so if you guys want to see more or tell me who you guys want to see in this series, comment down below. And really quick, make sure you're subscribed to G20. The guy's going to pass me in subscribers in probably like 3 days. Let's be real.
Straight.
Yeah. So make sure you subscribe to him as well. Without further ado, man, let's hop right into this. All right, so we finally found ourselves a game. This is great. The other team happens to have 4 defensemen, so that's fun. We don't have a center, so that's cool. That is the other team. Great names. Get on my level. No, thank you. And first game played today, so this could be something pretty good. We have an AI center, so let's hopefully try to make things work.
I have zero warm-up either.
Yeah, same. I'm going in completely cold.
Oh, and we have a compy center. Great.
A good man, G, what got you into hockey? Like, what was the kind of first thing that got you into hockey, made you become a fan?
You know what? That's actually a really good question because I have a funny story a little bit with that as I...
Oh, big assist! Yo, let's get it!
Go.
Yeah!
Let's go. I have a funny story with that. So a lot of people will say I sound black, which is hilarious, but whatever. Mm-hmm. And I used to be big into basketball when I was a kid.
Okay.
Like I loved basketball. That's the thing that I played outside, like on the playgrounds and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then I met through my parent. Oh my God,
that is
my mother.
100% in charge.
Yeah, my mother had a friend, and her friend had a kid who was 1 year younger than me. That kid happened to be black, and he's the one who got me into hockey.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, yeah. So every time I hear somebody say like, "Oh, black people don't play hockey," I'm like, I don't know, bro. You know, I kind of needed a black person to get into hockey, so I think it's pretty cool.
That's actually kind of a neat story, though. I like that. I also like the fact that it's like a childhood friend that like a mom's friend introduced you, because I think a lot of people have that kind of stories too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there was like they were colleagues, and she happened to have a kid that was about my age, so yeah, we ended up being best friends for like most of my childhood. What
that's not counting.
That sucks, but that's a nice play.
Let me just take this here. We're still in the power play, so let me cycle it over, get the zone entry. Ow. You can't hit me, sir. It's illegal. But I'm going to get an assist on that, so that's
secondary assist. Let's go.
The big old secondary. The secondary specialist is what they call me. No one calls me that, but I'm trying to get it to work, you know?
Yep. But, yeah, basically, the first hockey game that I ever watched, I remember, was Tampa Bay Lightning versus the Ottawa Senators.
Who got the win that game?
Night in Canada. Tampa, because Tampa was fucking sick.
Speaking of fucking sick, we apparently are just lighting them up right now.
Yep. Had nothing to do with that play, but it's all good. Don't take penalties, FYI. That's
no penalties, my guy.
Idea for them.
So I remember there's kind of like a funny story, I guess, how you and I kind of like met and started like hanging out. We're like friends, and we knew of Jen's 95. And I remember just kind of getting NHL, and I never really played online sixes. And she's like, "Oh, like come online, come play." And I'm like, "I'm really bad, like positionally. Like I was, I like to think now that I'm competent at what I do, but like back then, I'm just like I was a tire fire. Like I'd get the puck and I'd be like, "Nope, get it away. Ah, no, bad."
Just panic.
Yeah, I would. I'd be like, "Oh, you're passing to me? You must be truly desperate." That was the line I always used. I'm like, "You're giving this to me?"
I remember that.
Then I remember like we were all playing and I kept making like really, and I still do to this day. I still make really bad like pun and like dad jokes and stuff like that.
Yep.
And then I remember you came back with a couple and I was like, this guy's my like he's my jam. I like it. And then I remember I gave you my number like that night and you had me in your phone as Phil Polak was my name in your phone because my character.
Oh, wow.
My character was Roman Polak, because that's how bad I saw myself.
Yep.
And it's now Martin Marincin, so clearly nothing's changed. And goals. All right.
That's a secondary for you, boy. Let's go.
Hey, all right.
But, yeah, I remember that because I came away after our gaming session. I was like, you know what? That guy's not great at the game, but boy, is he fun.
You're like, he's quite garbage. Heck of a dude, though. But I like that. I like how you're just like, man, guy's not really that good, but good chemistry there. Nice pickoff, buddy.
Here.
All right, I like that. Go up, bud. Oh, that was nice. I like that.
And it was also obvious that you knew what you were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Like the IQ was there, the stick skill itself just wasn't there yet. But you know that's.
Like, I feel like I've gotten better, like, positionally and gotten better, like, in terms of moving the puck. And I'm going to do something right now that's going to screw everything I just said, like, talking myself up. Like, I feel I've gotten better as I've gotten crunched and everything. But it's I got to still get a secondary punt. 3 points. Let's get her.
They really need to stop taking penalties, eh?
No, they are not killing it. They are not killing them or doing anything productive at all. Speaking of productive, you have a really good uploading schedule. I see you uploading like what, once every day, kind of? Like I wish I could maintain that.
I try to go daily, but like usually, you know, sometimes it'll be like once in like 2 days. But I aim for daily, basically.
Oh my god, that went in. Oh,
yeah, I got an assist.
Nice, dude. 3 points each, eh?
Yep, we out here.
Speaking of uploading daily, what kind of inspired you, or was there anyone in particular who inspired you the most, like content-wise? Whether it's like actually doing like videos or like doing videos in your style, like was there any direct influence you can kind of attribute to your video style?
My video style currently, I forged myself, like with the time that you spend doing videos. Eventually, you find your own personality.
Yeah.
But as far as starting the whole thing. And this is going back to me loving basketball. It was actually a NBA 2K YouTuber at the time.
Okay.
He goes by the name of K-Spade the Prospect. And he was really the one, like, I always watched YouTube and I was like, that's cool, that's cool. And I liked it as an entertainment product, you know? But the more that I watched K-Spade, the more I was like, this looks really fun to do as a thing, as a hobby, you know?
Yeah.
And I always had like a knack for, you know, having a voice and speaking and doing things like that. Presenting was always one of my strong suits. And so I was like, you know what? Screw it. And I just, you know, started doing it and it turned out okay.
What was like kind of the moment where you were doing videos and you're like, you know what, like I kind of like I can make this kind of viable in terms of like maybe long-term like enjoyment or entertainment, like even for yourself? Because I feel like if you do YouTube videos, you kind of have to be like almost a really creative person to want to continue to do this. So what was like kind of, was there like a specific video or moment where you kind of finished editing and you're like, I can do this, like I may be able to do this professionally? Like was there any moment like that?
I don't know if I had a moment like that per se, but just the accumulation of comments, you know, that are like, yo, you're actually kind of good at this and stuff like that, you know, and it's just something that I love doing. But if I had to pick like a certain moment, I would say probably my rant after the Oilers traded Taylor Hall for Adam Larson. I did the rant and I edited it and I'm like, that felt good. I was like, I needed to get that out. And what a platform. And it ended up doing really well because I got it up like immediately. And I was a very, very, very angry Oilers fan at that time. But you know, it's one of those moments where I'm like, hey, that's a great outlet that I have right here, and I'm really enjoying it.
A lot of what you say is based off opinion, but you also like throw a lot of facts in there and a lot of like evidence. That was a pizza, by the way.
Yeah, it
Oh.
was not who I was trying to pass it to.
But I feel like rants and that kind of style very much suit your personality too. But you're also like really, you're a chill guy in terms of like hanging out and playing games with and stuff like that. And you're very skilled as well. So you're kind of like a unique hybrid of like all those things. You got great personality, you got great chemistry with your viewers, and you got great skill at games. Is there anything you can maybe say to inspire anyone who wants to do like videos themselves, or maybe videos on hockey, videos on NBA, stuff that you're into? Like, what's kind of like some advice you can give to them?
I would say just literally do what you want to do.
Okay.
Like, of course, you're going to find inspiration from other people and stuff, but if you look at it, Be a Pro is not a popular mode because the mode sucks, right? The EA just doesn't put any sort of effort into upgrading Be a Pro every single year, and that was almost disgusting. But
yeah,
but it's just a mode that I love playing, and I love commentating and doing the whole play-by-play thing, and so I just ended up doing Be a Pro because that's what I like doing.
Oh,
and
I thought I could turn around there.
Eventually, it just built me a little bit of an audience, because if you like what you do, then you don't have to force yourself to do it, right? You got to do something that you love doing. Like, if you have to force yourself, like, obviously we all have days that you don't feel great and you don't really feel like doing it, but
that's huge dubs, by the way.
Yeah, we just won the game. Look at that. Okay.
Nice.
And yeah, 3 apples for the kid. Let's go.
Hey, you and me, man. Look at us. Look at us.
Hell yeah. Yeah, and also, like, YouTube's it's not for everyone. Like, it's easy if you have a knack for it, but it's not for everyone. You need a creative personality where you like creating stuff. But I just happen to be very, very creative, and YouTube kind of fills that need for me to create stuff. And so, yeah, it's just, you got to find a passion, and once you found it, then you know.
Gee, thank you so much for doing this, man. I couldn't have thought of a better person to have on, episode 1. So it's really been a treat to, play I guess a quick period with you. I thought it was going to be longer, but a quick period with you, and this was good. Where can people find you? Like some social media. Where can people find you and find your content?
On YouTube, you can find me at G20 is my YouTube channel. So you go ahead and just type that in the search bar. And,
I'll also link it as well in the description. So
appreciate that, man.
I got
Even
you.
though, like, there's 2% of people that actually read the description, but I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And you'll probably find me somewhere in the comments of the video. So down there, your boy's gonna be there. And on Twitter, it's at G20YT. And,
there's a nice graphic on this screen they're watching right now that has it. It's got the little Twitter logo and everything.
Oh,
so.
wow, look at that.
Yeah, it's nice, eh? Look at that.
Yeah, that's a sick graphic that I haven't seen yet, but I'm sure will be great.
It's right above my name, right in the center. It says Mark Marincha, but then it says your Twitter right there.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Oh, and look at that. You even have the end card and everything. Look at that.
Yeah, I know. I'm so good, eh? For G20 and myself, we will see you later, my friends. Stay classy.
Later.